Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to tonight's uh, pick a card, not pick a card reading, but just readings. I don't know what I was thinking about pick a cards for, but I do want to welcome you very much to my channel. If you're new, all you have to do is actually be subscribed to my channel in order to chat in the chat room, and we pull readings. So I go in order of the chat, as there's no list or anything like that. You just put your question. And if you don't want to put your business out there, you can just ask for a general reading and then we'll pick from that. So that's as easy as it is. I do want to let everyone know I put out a video today about a special announcement around giveaways. Let me, gonna post it down here in the chat. So if you want to go check it out, because it is starting at midnight tonight with the new weekly energy update videos that I put out. If you comment on at least one of the videos, you'll be entered into a drawing for a free 30-minute personal recorded video. And what that is I just send you an email letting you know what information. And if you have any questions you want me to cover during that, then I cover it. I record a video and I send you the link, a private link, and you get a personal 30-minute free personal reading. So I know I'm excited for that. And so you have all week to comment on any of those 12 videos I put out, because of course I do one for each individual zodiac sign. And so when you comment, if you comment on more than one of the videos, like if you check your sun sign and your moon sign, and that each one of those for the different videos would be a separate entry into the drawing. So you can check out some of those other ones and see if they resonate for you as well. So I'm excited about that. Let me go ahead and pop out the chat here while I have it, and that way I can see everybody more clearly because it starts going pretty fast. Hey, Spring, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Aditi and Star, Toya, welcome. Dollface Diva, Divine Goddess, uh, Anjali, hey, Deb, and Sahub. So thank you guys so much for being here already. And already, thank you for liking videos. I see you already have some likes coming in, and that does help out my channel. So if you feel so inclined, I appreciate a little hitting that like button. It just help my videos get out to more people. So I normally pull like an angel card or a different kind of card, but I feel like I want to pull a oracle card to start off our evening. And I do want to pull from the Return of Spirit. So we're going to check that, and then we'll get right into pulling readings for all of you for your specific questions and general readings as well. So let's see what's going on. Hopefully everyone is having a great evening, had a great day, a great night's sleep if you're on the other side of the world. All right. Let's see what Spirit has for all of us. Just an overall collective message for everyone in the video chat today. Let's see here. What do you have for us? What would you like us to know today, please? Okay. Boom. We got a beautiful recognition card there. Look at that gold. We got gold medals, everybody. Woohoo! Let's see what message comes with that. This little book is falling apart, so I have to be careful with it. There we go. And it says, it is important that we each feel recognized and seen for our hard work and unique contributions we make to this world. This is why the recognition card has come to you today. The universe does see you and all that you do. You're being given the recognition, the love, and support which you deserve. This card can also come when we are about to receive recognition in the physical world as well. You could be receiving an award, an honor, or a mention. This could be at work or with a community or social group. This can also be on a smaller scale in a more personal way. Either way, you're being seen, recognized, and honored for what you do. Whatever form it comes in, just remember that Spirit speaks to us through the physical world and through the mouths of others. Whether you're just beginning or already working on a project or idea, be aware that the actions you take now could lead you to being recognized publicly. This could be on a small scale or with the public at large. Either way, your current efforts will be recognized in the future. No matter what it is you do or how well you feel you are doing it, Spirit is giving you a cosmic pat on the back. So, everybody, do that on behalf of Spirit right now. Just if it's comfortable, just do that. You have done well. Now, just allow yourself to really take that in. Even says, "Good job, you." With the empowerment you gain and feeling recognized and appreciated, you will then be given the opportunity to begin to pay it forward. Every time someone you encounter does something which impresses you, be sure to tell them. Not only will you completely make their day, but you'll be surprised how good it will make you feel as well. I love it. So, that is for everyone. Spirit recognizing what you're doing, and it's everything you do, even if it's not seen in the public eye, or you feel like you don't get recognition for all your hard work and all the lives you spare each day when they just really push your buttons. They don't know how many times they've been saved, right? Just know that Spirit knows, the Creator knows, all of your beings around you know, and they are proud of you and they are recognizing you this evening. So I love that. All right. So that is a good message to start off with, I think. Hey, Vanita, welcome. Michelle, welcome. So let's get started. So, Sahu, you are up first, and you want to know what is Orion Sings feelings for you, and his feelings towards you, and does he love you? Because you haven't had any contact from him. So let's take a look here. I am really being drawn to these Spirit Song Tarot, and let's see what is up with this dude. Yeah, I really like that. I'll take that recognition, right? Yeah, good. It's like you're on the right track. Love it, love it. So, all right, Sahu, let's take a look here. What is Orion's feelings towards you, and what's the deal with no contact? Okay, do want that one too. All right, let's see what kind of we've got going on here. So there is the Knight of Shells, which would normally be the Knight of Cups in the standard tarot, and that is about movement of emotion and you know searching in this quest for higher love and for love. And so I feel like there's emotions that are there moving around inside of them. But there's the Three of Pentacles too, which is the Three of Crystals in this deck. And the Three of Pentacles is kind of about living their authentic life, and that they're super set on doing what they want to do, and they're not really listening to people who are praising and people who are um, you know uh, picking at their dreams and trying to poke holes in their dreams. They're just kind of like psh, uh, really super focused. It's almost like they've got blinders on like this. I was trying to think of like a horse. Let's try to how was I gonna do that? You know how horses, um, and different animals that put blinders so they're not distracted by and spooked by things on the side? And I kind of feel that's what's going on there, because you've got the 7 of Feathers, which is the 7 of Swords in the Standard Tarot, and it's, um, like these feelings and beliefs around deception, and I kind of feel like they're just like on the defense for some reason, but they're also figuring out what of their own thoughts and beliefs are deceiving themselves. I kind of feel like they're just in this zone. I kind of feel like they've got emotions that are bubbling, but they are so focused on whatever this thing is that they don't see anyone to the sides, and they're just totally immersed in something. And I'm not sure if that's like school and or job or school and a job, or just there's so much activity that's going on in their outside world, or these things that are so huge in their life that they just don't have the capacity to do other things. But I kind of feel like they are putting their emotions and everything on a shelf because they're like, I've got to focus and I've got to get this. Emotion can wait. And that's why they've just turned off everything else. So that's what I feel is going on there. Which I know that doesn't feel good, right? I know one of my relationships, I felt like someone was trying to fit me in between the important things. And what an ugly feeling that was for me. But it also showed me how I was trying to fit my own self in between the important things instead of making myself the important thing. So perhaps that this is a great time for you to go, you know what? If no one is going to give me what I want, I'm going to do it for myself because no one really can, you know, please you or love you more accurately than you can yourself because you are the only one that knows yourself so well. So that is the message for you tonight, Sahu. So hang in there. Yep, and that's what I just answered there for you. So if you missed your reading, Sahu, just rewind and you'll be able to watch that video, your reading. And we're moving on to Anjali. So and love and light to you, Deb, very much. And Anjali, you want to know what is happening in Satish's life and his intentions towards you. Let's take a look. I kind of want to move over here to the Chinese tarot. We'll take a look here and see what's going on. Okay, Dollface and Toya. Toya, you'll be next with a general reading, and then Divine Goddess with a general reading. I am doing well. I've been tired all day long. You know, I don't know. I think I wore my battery out a couple nights ago because I was on here for 4 hours. And I think it caught up to me because I'm just like kind of, I could fall asleep right now. But I always get energized when I feel all you guys' energy. So I'm like, let's go. All right. So, Anjali, let's take a look here. What's going on with Satish and his intentions towards you? What would they like us to know? Anything? Is it just none of our business? What's going on? Okay. I was going to say, come on. I need some cards. All right. So this is the Nine of Swords, obviously, which is all about thoughts, mindsets, mentalities. It's known as the insomnia or the nightmare card, which means he's got a lot on his mind here. What's going on with all these guys? Mind, all these thoughts, all this stuff going on in their head. Let's see what they have here. Oh my gosh. And the Ten of Swords, too. So they are exhausted with what's going on in their life here. There's like all these expectations that they feel that they are under. Let me see who that's from. I mean, is this from you or not like you, but that he thinks you have around him? Or is it from somewhere else? Okay. Okay. Yeah. So these are it feels like he's under a lot of pressure, he has a lot on his mind that he feels there's a lot of expectations around. And uh, two of the cards that came up here kind of tell us it's around lovers and relationships. And the Four of Staves, which is the Four of Wands, is also about marriage. So I feel like there's a lot of pressure on him about marriage and all these expectations of what it's supposed to be and who is he supposed to be and who is he supposed to be with and how's it supposed to all unfold and blah 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 blah. And you can see like just all these thoughts are just coming at him from all these different directions and they're looping and he's just losing sleep and all about it. Um, and the moon card, it really feels like there's a lot of this energy that's coming in for him because the moon card is also like this the unknown, right? The hidden, all that's mysterious and in the depths, it's like a dark sea, and they're like, "What's down there? I don't know." And I feel like that a lot of that uncertainty and, how things are unfolding and all this stuff is going on with them here. So I feel like there's a lot of stress going on there, and there is the 10 of Pentacles, though, which is about abundance and, um, like, security and stuff in the outside world. So I feel like, there's all these thoughts and all this stuff going on, but then on the other hand, he does see the beauty of it all, because I kind of feel like these three are together, which is all about love and marriage and abundance. But then on the other hand, these three kind of ended up together, where it's all these thoughts and expectations and the unknown and the hidden. And so I kind of feel like he goes back and forth. He's like excited and, thinking about the future and what marriage would be, and, how abundant it would feel. But then he has all this, he feels the pressure of what if, and what's not known, and all this stuff that's going on too. So I kind of feel like he's in this, you know, um, kind of cycle, of, thinking about things and stressing about things, and then thinking about, oh, this would be nice, and then, and then, and just going back and forth. So I kind of feel like he's just fluctuating, like, constantly, and I feel that's kind of what's going on there. So I know it didn't give us like exactly what we were hoping for, maybe, but it's just telling him what kind of mental status he is in right now. And I kind of feel like if any expectations are being amplified from you, you can, like, just go, okay, I'm just going to let him calm down and focus on enjoying the moments, and not, have a lot of expectations that come out. Just be and allow you to enjoy the moments, that you do spend, with them, if you do. So I kind of feel like he's just in this. He feels like there's a cage that's trying to capture him, but he's like, I like what's in, but I feel like something's trying to draw me in and trap me. And he feels like once that happens, he's locked into all these expectations. And so I don't know if he's, being nudged to get in a relationship and get married. It's time, brr, 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 from around him, and it's causing pressure and things. But that's what I kind of feel like, the energy that they're having. So that is what they have for you. Hey, Sade, welcome, welcome. And Marie, welcome. Honey Dip. And I'm looking down the thing here. Carol, welcome, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. That's what they have for you right now. Anjali, I'm going to continue down the list here. And we are to Toya, Miss Libra. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. And you want a general reading. So let's take a look here and see what they'd like. Okay. All right. They want me to pull from the Ask Your Guides Oracle. So let's see what they've got going on there. And then Divine Goddess, you'll be next. Hey, Miss Castillo. Welcome. Hello. All right. So let's see here. What would you like Miss Libra to know, please? What would you like her to know? What would you like her to know tonight? Okay. Hey, Roisin, welcome. All right. You got boredom. And message from your spirit teachers. Let's see what's going on here. And that's card number 4, which is about tedium, disappointment, emptiness, and frustration. It says life is relatively stable and calm now. And yes, you've achieved a certain degree of predictability and comfort on a day to day basis. However, something is lacking in the way of fulfillment. Your spirit teachers gather in response to this emptiness, and they gently remind you that there's more to your life than you're presently expressing, and are calling on you to remember your soul commitments of purpose and contribution to your fellow human beings. They confirm that you already know in your heart. Focusing on your interests alone will not fill your void. Trust these beautiful guides as they lovingly urge you to open your heart and share your time and gifts with others. They wisely counsel you that the restlessness, the emptiness, and boredom you feel isn't the result of something missing from your life or something you've yet to attain, but rather is the reaction to unexpressed talent, creativity, and love in your heart, things your soul longs to give. Your spirit teachers invite you to take advantage of your present peace and certainty and use your good fortune to involve yourself with those who are still struggling. For example, take a friend to lunch, help an elderly neighbor, volunteer at a literacy support organization, or spend more time with lonely relatives. Your spirit teacher's message to you is give more and your emptiness will subside. Wow, I like that for you. You do have a lot that you can share with the world. And a lot of times too, if we're feeling empty and, like life isn't bringing us what we want, sometimes giving switches the energy in our life too, to from focusing on what's not in our life or what we don't want in our life, and we start looking at gratitude for what we do have and also how we can express this gratitude and pay it forward in a way, to the world, that it just changes your whole energy and transforms. So if you do know of a lonely relative or a friend who can just use a coffee or a lunch or just to go sit in the park with, it doesn't have to cost money, of course. It's just sometimes it's just stopping by and giving someone a hug, and but it's like it's time for you to express more of this gift and love that you have with the world. So if you have ideas that have been in your mind, they're like nudging you, going, "Yep, you're right. That's exactly what we want you to do. You're on the right track." You that those thoughts and those interests that you have, they're like that's exactly why it's in your heart, because it wants to be expressed that way. So I love that for you. Ah, very good. I'm glad. Glad it resonated. Perfect, perfect. Awesome. Always getting a nice little, "Yep, you're on the right path and you're doing exactly what they want," is always nice, isn't it? It's like, okay, it gives you a little more oomph around it to continue it too. So I love that for you, Ms. Libra. All right. We're moving on to Divine Goddess, and you also would like a general reading. You are very welcome. And I'm kind of drawn, I guess I shouldn't say kind of drawn, because I'm totally drawn to these enchanted map oracle for you, Divine Goddess. And let's see what's going on with you. And then Doll Face Diva and Star, you will be up next. Thank you guys so much for your patience as I work my way down the list. Hey, Carla, good to see you again, too. I'll work my way down that list. Had to cut today's session this morning. Only was on for an hour, only an hour and a half, because I had to go to an appointment. So I definitely hate when I have to leave and not have everyone's cards pulled. But these days, the list gets long fast. All right. So, Divine Goddess, you have the Wizard of Awareness, card number 3. Beautiful card there. And let's see what message comes in here for you. Says, your soul knows best. Be still and observe. Mindfulness is about being observant and remaining neutral about what goes on in the world around you. I know that's not easy. This applies to the environment within you too. So if you struggle inside of yourself, stepping into an observer position gives you a new powerful perspective that neutralizes any discomfort or overexcitement. You have the capacity to see things clearly now, unencumbered by opinion or desire. Wearing the world as a loose garment requires you to adopt a sense that nothing that happens to you is personal. People come and go, experiences evolve from one state to another in a continual shifting and change, no matter how much you want things to stay the same. The Wizard of Awareness asks you to give up your need to define or limit what you're experiencing now. It's all good. Let it be and watch the miracle unfold without any direct influence from you. I like that. And these cards also have a reversed meaning, which I will also read in case this resonates for you, which says the Wizard of Awareness comes to you in this position to warn you that too much force behind a desire for a specific outcome robs you of a true and full experience. Step back, take your energy away from your situation, and focus on gratitude for the ever changing conditions of life. Are you perhaps trying to control the outcome of something because you don't trust in your highest good? Meditate, be still, and your answer will come without any effort on your part. Be a neutral observer, and you'll see how this moment is but a small marker on the map of your life's journey. So, yeah, I like that. It's basically kind of a lot of power of choice that we just choose to not look at anything in life as right or wrong. We just look at it as all good, and we know that it is happening for us. Even though sometimes we're like, why would I ask for this to happen to me? um or for me, really, is what it's happening, right? When we have it's happening to me, we're in this victim mode of thinking that either the universe is out to get us or no one's in charge and things are just being thrown at me. But when we realize, it's like, okay, why would I want this to happen for me? How can I step back and look, and what am I learning from this about myself and others in the world? So I really like this message coming in here for you because it is very empowering. So I love that for you, Divine Goddess. All right, we'll keep on moving down the list here. Again, everyone, thanks everyone for your thumbs up. I really appreciate those. If you haven't already given me one, I really appreciate if you consider doing that. It does help out my channel and the spreading of my videos out to other individuals to help spread that Zen love. All right, so Dollface Diva, will you be in a relationship soon? Let's take a look here. I do want to go to the Sun and Moon Tarot. And Star, we'll look at that question. And then Aditi, you'll be up next after that. All right. All right, so let's take a look here. Will you be in a relationship soon? Right. Anything else? No, just two cards. Let's see what they've got here. Well, it looks on here, you've got the King of Swords, which the King of Swords is about um, the search of higher truths, right? Um, they've gone through the entire suit of swords, and not only do they rule over air, which is the element of the swords, all kings are given another dose of air. So he's double dosed air, which is all about the mind. And there is this search about, looking for these higher truths and saying things from a higher perspective, which allows you to see the small t truths, which the expectations around relationships, because this is like specifically what we're looking for here. And it's basically the king, it's like getting into your understanding of all the thoughts and beliefs you have around who you're supposed to be in a relationship, what a relationship is supposed to be, and who you're supposed to be with, and all of that. Because when we have a very thin, so many expectations that it's like 100 things on the list that someone is supposed to be, that becomes very, very thin. And lately the spirit's been saying, and if you want that person, that specific person, that specific way with everything else, that's on back order for 10,000 years. So if you want to wait for it, you can. Or you can let some of those things drop off, which open up. Because when you're like this, you miss everything out here and everything out here. and the more you let go of different expectations, which are really small t truths rooted in the fear of losing a conditional love, like it has to be this way or it means I'm not lovable, or it means that I'm not good enough, or it just has all this stuff that it but the more you open up, the more possibilities, and the faster the shipment comes is what they're saying. Because you also have the two of swords, and the two of swords kind of shows that you're at this uh, um, fork in the road, and there's decisions to be made. And when you make decisions with the mind, of course, that has all those expectations. Excuse me. But the other one is it's because they have a blindfold on them usually, and it's close your eyes to see. It's like look into your heart and step out of the mind so that you can see what it is that you truly want. And that is where we find the capital T truths to unconditional love from above. It's inward and upward. So when we're asking, will you be in a relationship soon? I feel like what they're saying is that if you keep your expectations of what it's supposed to be and how it's supposed to be and all this, not very soon, maybe 10,000 years, maybe early 9,999, these pressures that you have on yourself of what a relationship should be, it just opens up more. And then a relationship is able to come to you faster if you do that. So that is what they are wanting you to know right now, Dollface Diva. So that is your message. All right, so let's move on here, and we've got Star is next, and then ADT. Star, you want to know, is it a good idea to travel with R? Uh-oh, let's take a look here and see if it's in your highest experience to do that. See what they want you to know. What would it be like traveling with R? And then you can decide. So let's take a look here. All right. So tell us about traveling with R for Star. Okay, let's see what we got here. Tons here. So it definitely is going to be a journey of excitement and a lot of fire and a lot of, woof, because that is Wands is our, excitement, drive, ambition, pleasure, passion. It's going to be very wow, when it happens there. Wow. Another ace, Ace of Pentacles, definitely opportunities, new things. I feel like they would really, with all this energy and Ace of Pentacles, they would take you out of your comfort zone and have you do things that you wouldn't normally do as well. See what we got here. So you do have the Nine of Wands here. And the Nine of Wands kind of has like this is you, and I think you might have been wounded in the past by. I think that's maybe why you're asking this question. Is like I've traveled with people before, and it didn't turn out too well. But you hold the Ace of Wands here, and that's what's blocking you from moving beyond this energy. Because the Nine is about turning inward and understanding your energy as you go through this. Yeah, you got the Knight of Pentacles, which is about movement, and it's a positive card. It's a slow moving card, so I almost feel like um, it might, like, if you travel with them, that it won't be in the. It's almost like I feel like it's going to go slower than you had thought, but you're also going to go and experience things that you haven't, and it's going to be very exciting. Although it's not going to take you as far as you normally would go, but it's all about, it's almost like they'll make you enjoy the moment and just be really excited about this moment and trying these new things and spur of the moment. And I kind of feel like you like to plan out your seasons. No, there's a time for planting, then a time for growing, then a time for harvest, and time for winter. Why are you jumping from spring to winter and back to summer? And no, and I kind of feel like that's the where challenge will come in with that is that you like maybe a little more structure around it, where they're more of a let's go. Oh, this is something new, and you're like, well, we didn't plan for that. what is, I need the details. And like, let's just go. And you're like, okay. And but you end up enjoying yourself, but it's you that's holding yourself back with it. So I feel like it would be a positive thing for you, and a good stretching for you, and it allows you to kind of go with the flow a little bit, and not have to have that structure all in place, because I feel like that structure sometimes can hold you back. So I like it for you. So a thumbs up on traveling with R. All right, Aditi, you are up next, and Jushri, and then Spring. All right. So let's take a look here. You want to know, is your Papa planning anything for you? Okay, let's take a look here. See if we can dive in there. We're going to use the Chinese tarot. Let's take a quick drink here. All right, let's see what we got going on. All right, thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. Feel all your beautiful energy. All right, Aditi, let's see here what they've got planned for you. Okay. Anything else? All right, let's see what we have here. So it does look like Ace of Swords is about some new communication or some new ideas that are coming in. So it does appear they have some new ideas that are headed your way. Yeah, the King of Cups here, which I kind of feel is them, in a way. Maybe they're a water sign, but it does feel like they are a very emotional individual in a way. But all the kings, like I talked about earlier, in addition to ruling over water, they also rule over air. So he's got a good balance between heart and mind. And I feel like there's some new ideas that are coming in regarding it. And I kind of feel like they're undecided, because the Two of Swords is about being, kind of on this, which way do I want to go? I want to do this, or do I want to do this? And I kind of feel like they have a plan for you, but they're kind of juggling between two different options for you. So they've got like two ideas in their head, because they probably had one before, but then they had the second one come in. So now I feel like they've got, okay, and they're kind of balancing them out. One feels like, because the Two of Swords is, one is from the heart and one is from the mind. And so I kind of feel like he's like, do I want to do this, or do this makes more sense, but I feel like this would be, so I kind of feel like that's what's going on right now. So they are planning, but they're still planning. They haven't decided between two different ways, whatever this is for you. So I like that. I know you can just tell them whatever you're thinking about, just do both. I don't need you to decide. Just, I'll take both. That's fine. Unless it's husbands, then you're like, wait a minute, I can't do that. But let me help you decide. All right. So that's what they want for you, Aditi. All right. And Jushri, you are next, and then Spring. And you want to know, is a potential relationship coming to you soon? I want to go to these spirit song. Let me just turn that back around so I can read. And we'll see what they have to say. And we will go to Spring, and then to Michelle Lazure. And then Venita Lafi. All right. Thank you guys so much again. Appreciate your patience as I do work my way down the list. I do follow in order. So if you're new to my channel, all you do is you just have to subscribe to my channel to be able to chat. And then you just put your whatever question you want. Or if you wanted just a general reading and not put your business out, you just put it down there, and I'll eventually get down to there, unless we run out of time. But I generally get through a lot. Let's see here. Okay. So you got, okay, they do want that fourth one too. So let's take a look here about your potential relationship there. All right. Well, you do got the two of shells, which is the two of cups, love birds. So there is a potential for a relationship coming to you soon. You do have the page of feathers, which is the page of swords, which is about new thinking, though. So, the page of swords, usually they'll have like this sword, and that's about kind of what I've been talking about here with relationships. When swords come up around relationships, has to do with expectations, and especially a page or an ace. Those represent new or seeing them from a different, a higher place and going, which of these expectations that are keeping things too restrictive, what can I let go? What's not important? And thinking about what you think is important and why is it important? Is it something that just someone told you this is important and you're like, okay, it's important. And it's like, but is it important to you? Is it just important to someone else and you're afraid to hurt someone's feelings, even though it's going to be your life, right? And so you're like, you know what do I want? And I feel like this is kind of what's going on with that. Because you also have the Four of Crystals, which is the Four of Pentacles in the Standard Tarot, which is about you really looking into your own worth and what's going on inside of you. Because the outside world, they don't make us feel whole and complete when we're defining our worth by the outside world. The outside world's like this, and so when we define ourselves by those things, our worth feels like this, up and down, moment by moment. One moment we're wonderful, the next moment we're, rejected. The next moment we're back. Then, it's that whole instability of looking for your worth in the outside world. And so all of this coming together is about you looking in here to find out what you want, because you also have the Chariot card, which is all about the power of choice card, which says that in any moment of your life, that you are the one who decides what story you apply to any situation, of what it means and what emotion you want to feel as you go through it. And I know I mentioned it quite a bit that when we are thinking, I don't feel like I'm making a choice. Something happens, that's what I feel. Something happens, that's what I think it is. But that's habit. We were taught all this stuff when we were younger, the supposed to and the should and the need to and the have tos and the musts and all of that kind of stuff. And we took them on as our own thoughts and opinions and beliefs. And it became our habit to think that that means that. And I feel that when that happens. And then it becomes our reaction where it happens so fast. We don't realize there's this, decision that's made in a millisecond to feel that way and think that way. And so we can change the way that we think about things. And so there's all this power coming back towards you, Industry, as far as a relationship. And it's like one can come soon, but it's really about you doing this inner journey to understand what it is you want. Because like I was talking about earlier too, when we have it so thin, it takes much longer for this to arrive. And if we're like start chopping away at some of all these expectations of the supposed to be's and should be's and need to be's and have to be's and musts, things can come faster for us. Something that's also more in line with our happiness, instead of just not trying to, appease the fear gods of, I don't want to make someone upset. Instead of like, I'm going to live this life. I want to be happy. So it's really, that's what they're wanting you to know about relationships. So there you go. All right, Spring, you are up next. And you want to know, you just love some advice from Spirit today. Let's take a look here. I am drawn to these Path of the Soul Destiny cards for you. Let's see what they have going on here. And then Michelle, you will be up next. Hello, hello, Vinita. And then you will be next after that. And then Sade. All right. Honey Dip, you're not far behind. Appreciate you guys hanging in there. All right, Spring, let's see what the Spirit wants you to know this evening. Ooh. What would you like Spring to know? All right. Wow, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful card. I do call these the spiritual ink blot test. So, what you see in this card does mean something special for you. It's card number 43. And then I will read from her book where she got her intuitive message. So, look into the art. Okay. So, let's see what you have here. Wow. So, this is universal connection. The guidance you are now receiving is truly universal. Take time daily to connect with your guides and your angels. They wish to connect with you as much as you wish to connect with them. They are working very closely with you and are being encouraged, and you are being encouraged to journal at this time. This is a great story that you are writing. It is your personal story and it is unique to you and only you. Write poetry to express the emotions you are feeling. Write down your dreams and synchronistic events that occur. This card calls for putting your connection and experience with spirit into writing. So there you go. If you were thinking of writing a book or creating some sort of course or materials to share your story and to share your experiences and wisdom and or tools and different things like that, this is a big thumbs up to share that because spirit does want you to share that with the world. So I love that for you. I have a feeling. I have a feeling. So that is what they have for you for tonight regarding what you can be doing right now, like right now. Journal right now. No, I'm just kidding. All right, Spring. That's what they have for you. So let's take a look here. So Michelle Lazure, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing that, and you want advice from your past loved one. So let's take a look and see what they have here. Um, yeah, I'm kind of feel drawn to the Tarot of Dragons. Interesting. Spring. Hellopedia, welcome, welcome. Hey, New Moon. Sorry I missed you coming in there. Roisin, if I didn't say hi to you, welcome. KDP, welcome. Carla, hello, hello. All right. So let's take a look here. What does your past loved one, what message do they have for you? Okay. Ah, beautiful. So they are, well, first of all, this is the first one that came out. So we'll start with this one. They are letting you know that you are taken care of. You are so seen and you're never alone. You know, they're showing you, it's almost like you're down here and this is them always over you, shining light. And this is them taking care of you from the other side too, that they're always around you. The moment they left their body, that they, when they went into spirit completely, they were around you and every single loved one, but they don't have to share themselves with all the loved ones. They can be with every single individual loved one 100% all at the same time. It's the power that we have. And I feel that's them saying that they are over you, watching over you, and that you don't have to worry about not having what you need in each moment. You're always going to have what you need right here, right now. You may not have all your future moments needs right now. So you feel like, okay, I'm good. It's like you're always going to have what you need right now because they are watching out for you. And I do love that. They're also telling you to be your authentic self. Don't be listening to all those naysayers and those people that are just trying to bust your dream and tell you, well, you doing it that way. You should do this, blah, 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 blah. They're like, psh, put them outside, you know. And also, they're telling you just to be aware that, that other people who support you, not to veer off your authentic path and try to be someone to please them because you're afraid of losing their support. they're saying, "You got my support. You don't need any of their support." And just to stay true to your authentic self because they want you to shine. They want you to show the world who you are because you do have everything within you to make your dreams come true. Because they also are showing you your power here, that you are the shaman, you are the magician, you are so powerful. You've got all the pentacles and the ace of wands and the ace of swords and the ace of cups. You've got your mind and your energy and your gifts and the emotional ability to really make things happen in your life, and don't let anyone take away your power. So they really are letting you know that you are watched over, and try not to get influenced by the fear of letting people down, and that they're going to pull away their you know support for you, whatever. Like, it doesn't matter. We've got you covered, and we love you unconditionally. There's nothing that you can do to lose our love because you have it all, and there's no conditions around it. And so just know that they are with you, and that those are their wishes for you. So I love that for you, Michelle. All right, Vanita, you are up. And you want to know, will there be a position presented to you or made available for you? Okay, let's take a look here and see what we have going on there. And then Sade, we will look and see how your date is going on with there. All right. All right. Benita Lafi. Let's look into that position. Is there going to be position presented or made available for you? Okay. Anything else? No, none of those. Anything else? Okay. Let's take a look here. Well, you got the Knight of Wands, or it says stabs here, but the Knight of Wands is action, action, action. So for me, that means there is energy action, there is movement that is happening. So for me, this is a yes, that there is things that are being moved and things that are changing. There's action and fire that is around, job offers or whatever position that you're looking into here, that there is definitely um, fire around this situation, which tells me, especially a knight is a horse. Usually it's the knight of steps, and it's like movement, movement, movement. Think of and the fire is like the most, that horse on fire is the fastest running horse out of them all, right? So it is rushing, and it feels like it's coming fast for you too because of that energy. So that is a big yes and a fast yes of something coming here very quickly here for you. So, right? Woohoo! I'm like, they didn't need any other cards. They're like, this is it. Boom, all in one card. So I love that for you. So good news. All right. So now we're moving on to Sade, and I do want to move to the Sun and the Moon Tarot. Let's see what we got going on there. Okay. And then Honey Dip, Carol, and then Marie. All right. Let's take a look here, Sade. What do they want you to know? Will your date be good tomorrow? So what we're going to ask them, what is the date going to be like? And they'll tell you, and then you can decide if that's good or not. So let's take a look here. What's the date going to be like tomorrow for Sade? No, none of those. I think the date's going to be canceled. I'm just kidding. No cards were coming up. I was like, I don't think it's gonna come through, but some cards did come out finally. All right. Well, so here's your date, and here it says rune at the top. Oh no. So 10 of swords, which, if you look at it here, 10 of swords is all about thoughts, beliefs, mindsets, expectations, and that feels like there's going to be a lot of expectations going on during the date on what it's supposed to be, how it's supposed to go, how each person is supposed to, be and act and say and all that kind of stuff. And it feels like it's exhausting for it. So, there's always this option of letting your expectations go around it. But I kind of feel it's from both sides. And I kind of feel like there's just a lot of supposed to be's and shoulds and need to be's and have to be's and musts around the date that kind of make it almost just like, whew, you feel like you have to be someone else to try to have the date go well. And yeah, a lot of people do that in the beginning, right? Eventually, eh, I stopped doing that because I was like, eventually we find out who each other are. It's like, why not just I cut through all the time. I'm like, this is who I am. If you don't like it, then yeah, let's not see each other again. Because why waste the time? But this is me. So what are you gonna do with that? Right. So that's what I feel is unfolding there. And uh, whether you feel that's a good date or not is up to you, right? Because sometimes we're like, yeah, it's a challenge. I like it. That's gonna be a good date. Or it can be exhausting and you're like, no, I don't think it's going to be there. So being aware of expectations as you go into it could switch the energy of the date, though. But they're letting you know right now with everyone's approach to it, that's kind of what it's going to be, a big list of things that have to happen from both sides. And what happens with expectations? Expectations equal disappointment because no one can live up to anyone else's expectations 100%, right? Well, good. All right. Well, good. Benita, I'm glad you like that. All right, Sade, that is what they have for tomorrow. So it's not too late. Hey, Harkarat Kaur. I probably murdered that. So, but my apologies. But welcome, 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 everybody. And thank you so much for all of you that have already given me a thumbs up. I really, really appreciate all of this. If you haven't given me a thumbs up, I really appreciate considering doing so. It does help out my channel. Yeah, I know, right, Sade? I might have to cancel and go, I think I'm going to opt out. Or you can go and then, um, if it's going that way, go, I need to go use the ladies' room and take your purse and disappear. Too funny. Hey, Serenity. Cricket, welcome, welcome. All right, let's keep going here. I might have to stay home. My cat needs a bath. All right, let's keep going down here. Thank you guys for your patience. Sorry. All right. So, Honey Dip, we are to you, I believe. Yes. You go, will you get in trouble at work if you don't go to the event next week? Let's take a look here and see what they have to say. Carol, you'll be next with your general reading, and then Marie. Hey, Roisin, welcome. Thank you for being a new subscriber and welcome. I see you asked a question down below, so we'll be getting to that in just a moment. All right. One more. All right. So, will you get into trouble if you don't go to that event? What will be the impact at work? Any others? Okay, last pass. I feel like there was something else. Okay, there are two more. Looks like you might have an opportunity for a new beginning. Uh-oh. Let's get clarification. There are two more cards. Well, there's you have a new thoughts, new beliefs, new mindsets, new communication coming in. So there's a lot of newness happening here. Yeah, three newness cards. and Page of Wands. So some new fire, some new ambition, some new energy. Um, I don't feel like at first it's like, uh-oh, does this mean that if you don't go, you get fired and you have a new opportunity? But I feel like it's a new adventure. There's new communication, there's new energy to do new things. And I feel like it sparks something for you. Um, so kind of almost feel like I just want to get some clarity here. Yeah, you have the Six of Wands, which is all about recognition, and the Knight of Cups, which is, the movement of emotion and the quest for higher recognition. And I kind of feel like, um, I don't know. I need to pull one more card. I feel like, and I got two more cards. Yeah, it's new opportunities and confusion, emotional confusion coming in. They're tapping my brain. Um, because one time, like one of my bosses came to me, and this is why they brought it up. I don't know why. Someone's going to tell it to you, but they were like, they were managers at the office I was in. They made us go to these Dale Carnegie classes, right? And they offered them, and my boss came up and said, "Hey, um, what do you think about going to, you know, me enrolling you in that class?" And I was like, "Well, I got a lot going on, so I really right now is not a good time." And it goes, "Why are you being insubordinate?" And I was like, "What? You were asking me?" And it was kind of like this. Oh, there's this misunderstanding of the requirements to go or not and everything. And we worked it out. I ended up going and having a blast. And I kind of feel like it's like um, talking to your manager and just getting clarity around this event. Whether do I have to go? Is there something else I can do instead? That it might offer a different opportunity, or they're like, yeah, you need to go, but it's going to be fun, and that when you go to the event, it's going to end up doing something. Because Dale Carnegie, when I went, we had to go like to this. I think it was like an 8-week class, like once a week or 12 weeks, and we had to go every week. Like for a couple of hours, one day a week, and it was life changing. I kind of feel like that's what they were telling me with that full card and with this energy and this new opportunities, these new ideas, this new creativity, that when you go to this event, it opens up opportunities in some way for you. So I kind of feel like talk to your boss, um, is what they were nudging. And then also just if they are like, oh yeah, yeah, you need to go, that go just have this change your energy around it and go, you know what? I'm gonna go and it's gonna change things for me. And then look for those opportunities. And you never know, you might network with someone that offers you a job somewhere, or new opportunities in a different department, or who knows. But I kind of feel like this is an important thing for you because there's a lot of newness around it. So that's what they have for you, honey dip. All right. Carol Blackstone, thank you so much for your patience. Let's look at your general reading here. I do. Oops, no, they want me to revert over here to the Power of Surrender cards. So let's take a look at that. And then if we need clarity, I will pull a couple tarot for you. All right. And then Marie, we will ask that question here. And then Ms. Castillo. All right. So Carol, general reading for you. Okay. Sorry. Let me just almost got stuck there. Let me just reshuffle these real quick. A lot of great questions tonight. Thank you guys again for being here. I hope you're had a great week and you're enjoying your Friday night or Saturday morning, wherever you're out in the world, or Saturday evening. If you're over in down under around Australia, I think it's like the afternoon over there already. All right. So let's take a look, Carol. What do you have for Miss Carol? Would you like her to know, please? Okay, this is the one right here. Yay! You get to surrender to play. You have permission. And it says, take a break from overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. So whatever is taking up your mind, yeah, they don't even want me to pull any other cards. They're just like, why are you so serious, Carol? It's time to go have some fun. Let's change your energy and go do something for you. It's almost like be irresponsible for just an hour if you can, or half a day, or even if you can take a weekend just to go play and enjoy yourself. And if you were thinking about signing up for a retreat or a little mini vacation or go see a friend somewhere, do it, because they are like, it's all about now is have some fun. It'll bring clarity around what's going on in your life. It just feels like there's so much around you that's just, like I said, it's been so serious for so long with everything going on that sometimes we forget it's okay to play, because if you forget playing and you forget enjoying life, then we are existing, and instead of living. And I feel like they're nudging you to begin a little more living and living it up. So you have permission to play. And I like that. You can say, hey, spirit told me I get to play, so back off, I'm going to go play. So enjoy your play dates, Carol. I love it. Okay, Marie, let's take a look here. And I do feel guided to the Spirit Song Tarot. Let's see what they have here. Yeah, and I can guarantee you, Marie, that you are surrounded by your loved ones. They are absolutely around you, um, along with your guardian angels and your spirit guides and your ancestors and all your other loved ones on the other side. You have a crowd around you who love you so much and unconditionally. Let's see what they would like you to know, though, because they definitely are around you. Um, let's take a look here. Even when we think we have bad relationships, I know I've done a lot of readings where I do have my personal readings, I have people come through. And usually, like, especially with my friends, I'm like, do you want to speak to anyone when we do our reading later, this week? And they're like, yeah. And I feel like their mom come and they're like, anyone except for my mom, because she was crazy and I didn't have a good relationship with her. And I'm like, oh, well, this is going to be fun. But they are not the characters that they played here. If we had not so good relationships with some people, they are these beings of unconditional love and light, and they always approach those subjects with several individuals that came in that way. That it's like when you see someone on TV who plays a really good villain, and you're just like, oh my gosh, this person is, like Cersei on, Game of Thrones. You're just like, oh my gosh, she must be horrible. And then you meet them in like in an interview and stuff, and they're so funny and sweet. And some of them even say, I apologize to people after scenes because I felt so bad at how I had to treat them. And you're like, wow. And that's how they are. They're these actors that are beings of unconditional love and joy and peace, and not anything like the characters they play down here for us. And there's this beautiful meshing, but they're always around us, even those that were like, oh my gosh, why would they want to be around me? It's like, because they really do love us, those beings, those higher beings from the other side. So definitely the ones that you had great relationships with, we know they are, and even those who we didn't have those relationships with. So let's see what they have here. So you do have the Chariot card here, which is all about the power of choice. Don't know if Rhino means anything to you um, in regards to any of them. But there is this power that's coming in here. I'm going to see what these other ones are here too. Yeah, they're showing you how strong you are. So you've got the strength card, and if any of these animals, I felt like when I was picking the deck that the animals might mean something to you. You've got the rhino, you've got the elephant, and then you got the bat, which is the queen of feathers, which is the queen of swords. And there's this message that's coming in here with these three from them to one, recognize your courage and your strength, and that there is this mighty power from within you, your higher self. They're actually hanging around with your higher self on the other side, which I know it's weird for us to think this, but we are this being that stretches all the way up, and our higher self is up there in the heavenly realms. It's just this little, like a tail. We're the tail of our higher self that's experiencing this down here, but our higher self is up there. And so they are already around you and interacting with you, even though it's the veiled piece of us that we're unaware of right now, because in order to have your human experience, you need that. But they said they're sending so much love through you, through your higher self to you. And just know that in those moments where you feel lonely or alone, that you're not, you're always surrounded by them. You're never, ever, ever alone. And that chariot card does bring this energy in about within each every moment. They want you to know that you do have this power to choose what anything means in your life for you. And you get to choose what emotion you want to feel as you go through it. And they're saying, I know some of those habits and the supposed tos and the shoulds and the need tos, we're the ones that gave those to you. But they're like, we're just giving you permission that you can let those old ways and those old habits, supposed tos, and all those rules that we gave you, you can let them go. That was just our character. That was for the play. But you have this freedom. You have the choice to choose what you want to do. You don't ever have to worry about letting us down, because we're so proud of you. And we have this unconditional love for you that will never end. So we are supporting whatever you want to do and how you want to play down here. It is up to you. And that's where that queen of feathers comes in, the queen of swords, because swords are our thoughts, our beliefs, our mindsets, our expectations. It's all our mindful, the stories we put into things. And the message that comes in with that is that the queen of swords rules the air of the thought and mind, but she also gets a dose of water, which is emotions. And they're just saying, balance your heart and your mind. Yeah, do things that are logical, but follow your heart and enjoy your heart in making decisions and what you want to do in life as well. Just know that you get to choose, and that you don't have to worry about making the wrong choice and that we're judging you from beyond, because they're like, we're right with you having a blast and we don't care what you do. We're just surrounding you and enjoying the ride along with you. No judgment on this side. So I love that for you, Marie. All right. So that is the message for you, Marie. And we are moving on down the list here. Thank you guys again for all your patience as I move down here. And Ms. Castillo, you are next. And it says, you want a card with career and finances? Absolutely. Let me pull some cards here. Then Katie, we will go on to your question one. And then Carla. Very good. So let's take a look here. So for career, I do want to go to these radiant rider weight, and let's see what's going on. Okay. And if Ms. Castillo, it looked like if you had to go, my next one is tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. and then 5 o'clock p.m. on Instagram, and then 8 p.m. on YouTube, and then Sunday, 10 a.m. All mountain times, and then Sunday night back at 7 p.m. So it's my busy weekend. I know most people are off. That's why I try to appear a lot on the weekends so you guys can actually attend it. All right. We'll pull this anyway, just in case you're still hanging with us here. Just card around your career and finances. Okay. So they did give you two. You have the Knight of Wands, which is about movement. So I feel like there's movement in your finances that's coming. And the Six of Pentacles is a good card to get because it does show that there's this balancing out of your finances in your favor, where not only do you have enough for you, you have enough for others too. So very quick and easy, like an absolutely yes. You have some great finances coming your way, and it's coming fast and furious on that fiery horse. So I do love that for you. So if you're still here, boom, there you go. All right. So Katie P, does Jordan want to make it work? Let's take a look. I do just want to stick with these Radiant Rider weights. And Carla, you're next, and then Roisin. And then take a look here. Then New Moon. Okay, let's take a look here. So Katie, does Jordan want to make it work? Okay. Anything else? Okay. So it does look like there's stability here in the outside world. Um, but it's coming in with you guys recognizing your own self-worth and not looking to each other to define your worth. Because I feel like, and I kind of think we kind of maybe talked about this. I'm not sure. I kind of do a lot of reading, so they kind of sometimes mesh together. But it's like an end to all the expectations because you guys just, it feels like you're just exhausted from trying to live up to who you think you're supposed to be and who they think you're supposed to be and trying to make them be who you think they're supposed to be and how a situation is supposed to be and need to be and have to be and blah 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 blah. It's exhausting. It sucks the energy, the air out of a relationship, even though, in the beginning you had zero expectations when you first met about who someone was supposed to be because you didn't even know them, and all of a sudden, boom, oh wow, and they're like all this wonderfulness, right? This is both of you. You both think each other are wonderful because there's zero expectations. But the longer we spend around someone, all those supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and whatever start making us seem less and less and less and less and less and less wonderful because of all that stuff keeps trapping, and it's like these hands are going around the neck that are choking the relationship. And I feel like blast away those expectations and kind of have this reboot and this reset is what's coming in, because then you have new passion, you have new things that come in. So I kind of feel like if you just release each other from all the expectations and really focus on going back to what you love about each other, that it just changes the whole energy of the relationship and it has a respark within it. So I really feel like that's you know, what needs to happen in order for it to really have this spark, because that's what, again, smothers a relationship is all that stuff, right? We just spend all our time arguing about what each other aren't doing and who you aren't, instead of being grateful for who someone is, recognizing um, just what do I love about you, and do that. In fact, they just tapped on my brain a memory. It was even a study they did for work for employees, and they did this study where I think they did classes. It was like classes of students, and they had one where they only focused on what children did wrong, and their scores were really low. And then they didn't give them any grades at all, and they did well. And but other class, when they only focused on what they did right, didn't focus on if they got wrong answers and all that. They just focused on what they did right. Their scores were exponentially higher than both of those other ones. And it just shows that the energy, when we feel like we're being appreciated for who we are and what we do, we just expand and we grow, and it just creates this light instead of this, like you're working in a prison, you're on a chain gang, that has to do all these things, and you go back to your prison cell. So I kind of feel like that's the energy that can change between you both, which can start with you. Like I said, you can't make them do anything they don't want to do, but you can change that and just start focusing on what you love about and what you appreciate, and then that grows, and then see what happens, because I feel like something will. All right, Katie, that's your answer to question number one. So let's take a look here and let's see. Carla, you want to know, what do your colleagues think of you? Okay, well, let's take a look here and see what they have to say. I kind of want to go back to these radiant right away. We'll see what we have going on there. All right, one more time. All right. So, Carla, what do these colleagues think of you? All right. Let's see what we got here. Too funny. Wow. Emperor? Do you take charge? uh, this is someone who, it's like when someone, and you can either be a loved emperor if you're loving, but if you're a tyrant, then they think of you that way, right? So they feel like you have authority. They feel like you have that command. Almost feel like if no one steps up, you do. So you have that kind of leadership quality about you. Um, but I feel like some of them might think you're a tyrant, and some of them think you're great. I think it has to do with personalities, really, because the people that don't want to step up, they're glad that you do. But those that feel have a low self-esteem and you do that, they feel like you're pushing them down, and because they feel like you're elevating yourself, and it makes them feel more lower about themselves. Because they feel like you are self-sufficient and that you don't need them. The Nine of Pentacles is all about finding your worth from within, and I almost feel like it's um I don't want to say that you could care less about what they think, but I feel like you don't exude that kind of people pleasing, like you're trying to get them to be your friend, that you're trying to do this, and that you're just pretty independent and self sufficient, is kind of what I feel like they look at you. They're like, wow, so you don't need us, kind of thing. And then you have the devil card. Wow, Carla, what are you doing to them? No, I'm just kidding. I was going to call it Carla. The Capricorn is what I was going to say. Energy, which is ruled by Saturn, is very much the workhorse, right? You want get things done. You have your lists. You're organized. I know because I'm a Capricorn rising, so I can relate with this energy. Spreadsheets, lists. I get things done, but I can also become tasky. I have to get reminded from spirit and from friends, nudged by spirit. They're going, so are you focusing on tasks, or have you forgotten your why? And I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm all about, I need to get this stuff done. And they're like, breathe, come back. Why are you doing all this? And oh, that's right. I'm doing it from a place of love. So relax. If you don't get it all done, the world's not going to explode. It's kind of like that tasky. I want to get it done because we like the reward at the end of it. That's what Saturn does. It shakes up your world, gives you all this work to do. You do it, and then you do it, and there's this huge reward. So I feel like that's a combination of like what your colleagues, a variety of them, because I do feel it's multiple depending on which person it is. But that's kind of the impression that they have for you with that. And so um, opinions are like most things. Everyone has one, and I love the phrase, other people's opinions of you are none of your business. But at least you know what they think of you. Like you have their mirrors. And you're only a mirror for them anyway, right? So what they see is just themselves reflected in you because you can't see something in someone else if it doesn't exist inside you. So, you're rubber and they're glue. Whatever they say bounces off of you and sticks to them. So that's it. All right, Rasheen, you are up. And then I think we said, is New Moon next? Let me see here. Yeah, New Moon, you will be next. All right, Rasheen, so you want a card regarding a purchase. Should you buy a phone with what you have or not yet? Okay, let's take a look here. I do want to go to the Tarot of Dragons and let's see what we got here. And then Cricket, I think you are up next, I believe. Let's see where we're at here. All right, Rasheen. So should you purchase a phone? Okay. Yeah. You got the Ace of Wands, which is all about action. So it's new action, new movement. Um, from this card, it seems like it's like go forth and conquer the phone. So easy answer on this one. I like it. So that is it. That's what you have. So an easy yes. Go forward and conquer. All right. All right. So we have new moon. So you want to know what will your life partner be like? Okay. So we're assuming what will your last life partner be like? Because I think uh, you might have a couple. It's like, what's the last one I'm going to end up with? Or the next one? What's the next? We'll ask. I'm going to ask the next one and the last one, and we'll see if they match up. All right. So tell us about New Moon's next life partner. Okay. And then tell us about the last one. Okay. Okay. So you got the Nine of Wands for your next life partner, which is someone that it's very fiery. They have very much um, I want to say an understanding of their power because the nines are about the hermit's journey and it feels like they have gone on their journey because the this ace of wands isn't a part of the wall anymore, so they've understood their ability to move forward and to do things and accomplish things, and that they know that they're the only ones that ever hold themselves back. The being fire, I really feel it's like a fiery energy. They either have a lot of fire in their chart or they're a fire sun sign, so Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But I feel like there's a strong awareness, and they feel very self-aware in their power and what they can accomplish in life. So I really like that for that. And then I asked for the last one, and you also got a fire sign, which is the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands is someone that is able to change directions, like they've gone through different things in life and they had all these great intentions, but they've learned and they've grown and they're able to switch, positions too. So I kind of feel like, I mean, literally, they're the same red dragon, right? So I kind of feel like your next one will possibly be your last one. And but it's someone that is flexible, but also knows their power, and that they understand that they're the ones that get to determine what direction and what stops them and what excites them, and they know that whatever they focus on grows. So they learned that when they focused on what's wrong in their life and what's missing and the stuff that happened to them, that it just took over their life, and they realized they don't want that anymore. So it's someone that's really positive and fiery, and understands that about their life. So it's very much sounds like a lot of the fire signs, right? They're very Sagittarians are very upbeat. Leos are very much out there, and Aries are not childish, but childlike. They're just very playful. So a lot of that energy, I feel, is what you'll end up with, and it feels like with both of those, unless you're just like fire signs, your next one and your last one are going to be fire signs, possibly even the same one or two that are very similar. So that's what they wanted you to know, New Moon. All right. So let's keep on going down the list here. Okay. Hello, hello, everybody. Sorry, I'm just saying hi to you that said hi to me. I didn't see you guys come in. My apologies. All right. I think you are up, Cricket. And then Serenity of the Soul will be next. All right. So, Cricket, you want to know, is the neighbor Kevin thinking about the lady Sagittarius upstairs? Ooh. Getting curious about all the inter-apartment romances, huh? Right. Okay, and then so after Serenity, it looks like Lisa, Braden Scheiss, you'll be next. And then Dollface Diva, we'll ask that question too. Okay. And Angelina. And that's enough for me to go down the list right now. I'll focus on readings instead of what's next. But at least you guys have an idea where you're at. So let's take a look here. So Cricket, is the neighbor Kevin thinking about the lady Sagittarius upstairs? What would they like us to know? Sometimes it's none of our business, right? So sometimes Spirit goes, it's an A and B conversation. See your way out of it. Let's see here. Okay. What would you like them to know? Anything else? Okay, they gave us one card. Yeah. So we have the Four of Cups. Cups are emotions. um, but the Four of Cups is about, they look at, usually it's someone leaning up against like a tree and there's three cups that are out there. It's the cups they've drinking from before and they're just not really, didn't float their boat. They're just empty. They didn't satisfy. And then there's this Ace of Cups that's being brought from the side that is like it's a new love. It's a higher love. It's a new emotion, a higher emotion. So I kind of feel like there's an interest there. Like they feel like that's something out of the ordinary for them. It's something different, someone different than who they've been with before. So I kind of feel like there might be some interest there, some intrigue, because they seem like they're not the normal type of person that they've come across in their life. And so they're like, "Whoa, who's that?" And that's all they have to say. So that's what we have for today, Cricket. All right. So let's see here. Serenity of Soul. I want to know what happened with your school situation. Okay, let's take a look here. Thank all of you for all the thumbs up you've given already. I really, really appreciate it. If you haven't done so yet, appreciate you doing that for me. It's the perfect price, which is free, and it does help out my channel. It helps it grow and spread more of my videos to other people as well. So let's talk about this school situation. What happened there? Serenity of Soul. Okay. Nothing else. Okay, let's take a look here. Well, it feels like I don't know if you're asking for a conclusion in something because I'm really feeling like if you're asking like what's going to be the end result of something, like what's going to happen with it. I mean, you've got the uh, world card, which is a victorious card, but also a card of endings and new beginnings. But you got the Four of Wands, which is a celebration card, and the Ten of Pentacles, which is a celebration card. It's all about abundance, good things, good energy, good things in the outside world that are coming in here. And it feels like it's the like something is finalized and you're moving on to something else. So not sure what is going on there, but you know, it feels like it's beneficial for you in the long run because it does end a cycle and allows you to begin a new one because it brings in energetic stability and external stability as well. So um, that is very clear to me with these three cards. There's like no gray in that one. So hopefully that makes sense for you, Serenity, but that's what they are wanting to let you know. All right. So, Lisa, you would love a reading about you and your husband. Okay, very good. So let's take a look here. I do want to switch up cards though. We're going to go to the back to the Sun and Moon Tarot and let's see what we have going on. And then Dollface Diva will ask your question, and then Angelina. Mary. Oh, geez, you're back. You must be tired. The weekends are, I'm so jazzed from all the readings. And I get to feel all the energy of spirit that after I finish and sign off, I have to wind down because I'm like jazzed up. But by Monday, after being on six times on YouTube and one time on Instagram, I do sleep in, recharge my battery. All right, so let's take a look here, Lisa. What would you like Lisa to know about her and her husband? Okay. Any others? Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. All right. Well, it feels like here the Five of Pentacles is this. Well, it says worry up here, but the Five of Pentacles is usually this feeling of like being left out in the cold, and there's this change of where you're looking for your worth, and um, it feels like the outside world has let you down, and you might be fearing where your finances are going to be coming from, and that kind of thing. That's why it's the worry card. But it is a five, which is a transformation of where you're looking for your abundance and realizing that it's not mankind that brings us our daily sustenance, but it's the source, it's the creator, it's the universe, whatever you believe your higher power to be, because they have endless resources. They are, infinite. And when we realize, oh, you're the one that brings me what I need in each moment, we can breathe a big sigh of relief knowing that the people that bring us stuff is just the delivery company. It's like ordering something from Amazon and it comes to you, through the post office or UPS or whatever. That's just the delivery company, but it's not the one that's sending it to you. And sometimes they don't even need to send it to, bring it through a human being. Things can just drop into our lives from the creator from different sources too. So I feel like with this going on, this relationship, that there's some security that's coming in here and this understanding of what you need in each moment. And there's kind of this is impacting your relationship. But you also have the Chariot, which is about that whatever is going on, that you always have your power to choose what something means, like what story you apply to any situation, and what emotion you want to feel as you go through it. And I always talk about, when spirit told me that, I'm like, I don't feel like I'm making a choice, because something happens and we feel this way, something happens, and this is the story I applied to it. When did I make the choice? And they, of course, show us that every human child, when we're born, we're given this poured all these popular opinions from the outside world on what something is supposed to mean and how we're supposed to feel as we go through it. A lot of things passed down from generation to generation, going, oh, when you get, when someone doesn't honor your like marriage vows, you're supposed to be devastated and want to, have resentment and do this, where others like, no, that's great, that's fine, that frees you to go do what you want. It depends on whatever opinion that we've been passed down and brought to us. And it's showing us that we created habits out of what we were taught, and we can create new habits. We can get the control back to ourselves on what we say something means and what we want to feel as we go through it. We don't have to be at the whim of the old opinions anymore. You can be set free with that. I kind of see like this is you two guys. And High Priestess, which is very much about she goes into her high temple, she connects to her emotions, maybe even a water sign where you go back and you dive deep into your emotions. Great intuition, connecting to the higher realms, all of that deep emotional understanding. And then you have the Emperor, who's all about power and control, so you definitely have divine masculine, divine feminine present here. And it doesn't mean that this is you and this is them, and this could be you, this can be them, because you don't have to fit into the stereotypes. We all have divine masculine, divine feminine inside of us, and some of us have more of one than the other. Some of us are pretty balanced too. But I feel like there's almost like this different worlds. It's like one of you is fire and one of you is water. And when you get together, it's steamy, but also, it can burn. So I really feel like um, they're just wanting to bring awareness around that all this stuff that's going on, that it's okay, that you can be in these, and that you hold the power to choose what it all means, and you don't have to go off of what you've been taught things have to be and supposed to be and should be and need to be and all of that. Because you also have the King of Wands, and I feel like this is you. You know, the King of Wands rolls over your drive, your ambition, your passion, your inspiration, your energy, and the King of Wands holds the Ace of Wands in their hand. And it shows one of the big things that the king learns throughout the whole process of the wand suit is that he does hold the power of the magic wand, like the magician, in their hands, and that whatever they focus on in their life is what expands and grows. And we talk about that a lot in this channel, how when you focus on what's missing in your life or what you don't want in your life, it grows. And if you focus on what you're grateful for and what you do want in your life, then that expands instead. And so with this power of choice of what you're choosing, amongst that is what you're also choosing where you put your energy, and wherever that energy is focused is what each of you grows. And so um I feel like that is what is unfolding right here for you, but you're not out of control in the situation, or as out of control as you feel you are, because you can't control him and his emotions. You can only control your own and your own choices and your own decisions. But what you focus on does expand, in your relationship. So that is what they have for you. All right, Angelina, you are up next. And then Lisa Sarkar, you are up next. And then Mary. Yeah, take advantage while I'm here. That's right. Okay. So, Angelina, you want to know uh, what message spirit has for you for your current situation? And yeah, I kind of feel like we want to go to these magic of unicorn oracle cards for you. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I know, Carla, you're not a tyrant. The that doesn't mean people don't think you are. Because they have a little tyrant inside of them, right? All right, there it goes. So, Angelina, you have the Cosmic Ruby. Pretty. See if I can get that to focus. There it goes. And card 32, it says, be a peace ambassador, practice cosmic mastery. Ooh, let's see what that brings here for you. It says this is the card of peace and wisdom. So your unicorn is inviting you to be a peace ambassador. Archangel Uriel is in charge of the development of the solar plexus chakra, which is the yellow one, the third one from the bottom. His powerful cosmic rubies radiate red for action, gold for wisdom, and the beautiful blue of peace and higher communication. When these gems are lit up by the unicorn energy, they bring forward your self-worth and confidence so that you can take action with love and common sense. Your guidance today is to ask for a cosmic ruby to be placed in your solar plexus. And as you sense its light being absorbed by your systems, know that a new, improved version of yourself is stepping forward. Your guidance then is to practice being wise and calm. Your unicorn will be with you as you communicate serenely and diplomatically with everyone. Look for peaceful solutions to all the challenges that are presented to you and trust that you will be guided to find a good way forward. Ask your unicorn to place a cosmic ruby illuminated with its energy over parts of the world where people cannot express their truth or where there is conflict. Send it to learning establishments where students need confidence. Visualize it over individuals and groups who need enlightened thinking to bring about peace. Your unicorn is reminding you that a cosmic ruby accelerates your spiritual journey to intergalactic mastery. If this path resonates with you, visualize the gem around your energy fields and know that your unicorn is lighting the way for you. And the affirmation for this is I seek peaceful solutions. And to work with the cosmic ruby, it basically says sense the archangel Uriel holding a huge, glowing, deep red ruby. And then your unicorn fills it up with pure white unicorn love. And then Archangel Uriel places it into your solar plexus, which is kind of like around your belly button. And then sense your confidence and your self-worth and your inner peace growing. And then the cosmic ruby expands until it surrounds you. And then when you have that, then send the peace and wisdom to people and places everywhere. So that's how you can use that beautiful energy that Archangel Uriel wants to bring to you. And that's what they say you can do with the current situation that you're in, is that'll help you be peaceful and diplomatic and serene in the situation. And if other people need that, you can send that red ruby energy to surround the situation. Just imagine it's over the situation, glowing and bringing peace, bringing that energy into it instead of any, lightning bolts instead. So I like that for you. All right. So let's keep going down the list here. Again, thank you guys so much for your patience as I make it way down the list. And if you haven't given me a thumbs up on the video, I know I keep on saying that, but for all the new people that come in, just that really helps out my channel and it's free to do. And so I appreciate you guys doing that. All right. And so Lisa, you are next, and then Mary. Okay. So you'd like a message from the universe. And I do am drawn to the Return of Spirit deck for you, Lisa. And And then, Mary, we will do a general reading for you. So when you check back, and then Rishi, hello, hello. We will go to you next. Thank you for subscribing. Melvin, 1111. And you'll be after that. Hey, Erica. I must have endless energy. Yeah, thanks for reminding me, Erica, too. I at the beginning of the video, I did put a little link, which maybe I'll put it in here again, just for everyone that's come in here. I do have a contest. I think that's it. Yeah. Not a contest, but I did a special announcement today that starting at midnight tonight, when my new weekly energy updates that I put out each week come out, that if you watch them and then comment on them, you'll be entered into a drawing each week. For the comments that week, for a 30-minute free personal recorded reading, and I'm going to draw one each week. And so you'll have all week. They'll appear Saturday. You'll have all week until the next one comes out to comment on those, and then I close them down. I'll probably put like a little note, closed for contest or drawing, and then I'll pull and announce on that Sunday who the winner is. So exciting, exciting. I'm excited for it. All right. And of course, I lost my place. Let me just get that real quick here. Lisa, you were next. All right. Intuitive enlightenment. Hello. All right. So let's take a look here. All right. So Lisa, you got the integrity card. I love it. There it goes. And so these are fractal imaging. So whatever you see in there is also a message for you. But we'll read from the book and see what else they would like you to know. And it says, this card comes to you today because your own sense of integrity is strong. Do not doubt yourself or allow someone else to shake you with accusations, should that be the case. Your integrity demands that you do what feels right. And this is because your integrity is directly connected to your spiritual sense of direction, much like a compass. It helps you align with the divine plan and take right action. One of Spirit's ways of guiding us is through our integrity. It's important for you to remember that whatever action you have taken, it was with the best of intention, regardless of the outcome. At the end of the day, it's between you and God, no one else. Keep that in mind. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks, it only matters what you think. Your heart is good. Do not allow any outside influence to leave you questioning it. Spirit doesn't. Carry on doing what you are doing. Just stay true to what you feel is right. That is all anyone can ever ask of you. Often, the integrity card comes to those who are here to do important work on Spirit's behalf. These people are strongly guided by their integrity. You are one of them. And sometimes your strengths and gifts are tested so you can discover for yourself just how strong they are within you. This card may also come to you if you're trying to deal with someone who is out of alignment with their personal integrity. Regardless of what takes place, do not deviate from your own sense of integrity as you deal with the situation. And do not attempt to fix or change the other person. Send them love and forgive them as best you can while you remain strong in your own truth and integrity. So I like that for you. Definitely a clear message there for you. All right. So, Mary, you are up next here, and let's take a look and see. You wanted a general reading. I kind of want to go to these return of spirit as well. And let's see what they have for you here. And then Ruchi, you will be next. And then Melvin. All right. So let's take a look here. All right. Wow. Boom. Love all the colors on this card. Look at that. Boom. Surfacing. Looks like all bubbles rising to the surface there. So this is for you, Mary Playstade. And let's see what comes in this one for you. Let's take a quick sip here. All right. It says every time we allow ourselves to step out beyond our boundaries or find a way to get past our fears, the entire universe celebrates. It isn't easy to let the world see us, and Spirit knows this. But we are here to allow our true expression and to allow the deepest part of ourselves to rise to the surface, to be seen and shared. The surfacing card comes when we're about to face the challenge of stepping up, and stepping out in the world. You could be asked to speak publicly, give a presentation, perform, release a novel, or anything which involves putting yourself out there. Whatever it is that is going to be asked of you will involve shining your soul's light in some way for others to see. You might be feeling scared as hell and wanting to run as fast as your legs will carry you. But this is why the universe has given you this card today. Look carefully at this image. I'll put it back up here. Look carefully at this image. There are hundreds of tiny bubbles rising to the surface. Take a moment to energetically feel the colors. There's a lot of joy in there. And this is Spirit's way of reassuring you that this process brings with it much joy and celebration. This is a part of your soul doing what it has come here to do. You have to just get past yourself first. So the surfacing card can also come if we have been brave and expressed our truth in some way. And it comes if we have shared a part of ourselves, our gifts, or our talents. Spirit is here to acknowledge you and your bravery. Every time you allow the expression of your soul, it is a cause for celebration. There is a whole lot more to you just below the surface. These are aspects of yourself which are not fully conscious of yet. And when the surfacing card comes, it means that these hidden qualities are about to rise to the surface. So enjoy this time of self discovery, Mary. I love it for you. All right. So let's keep on going down the list here. And right, Rushi, you were next. So you're asking here, Adarsh and you were doing great in your bond together, but he did something physical. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. Well, let's take a look here and see what is going on here with little Adarsh. So let's see here. What are his intentions towards this girl? Okay. Let's see. What is his intentions towards you? Okay. Hmm. So his intentions towards the girl here is the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment and happiness. So this is a little bit of self-indulgence. And well, and then his intentions towards you, though, you do got the Two of Cups, which is can be about romance. Um, but the Two of Cup, I mean, the High Priestess is, I feel like this is you about trusting your gut, trusting your intuition, trusting your gut feeling and your instincts, because I feel like you've got heightened awareness. You might be a water sign, or you might have like a water moon too, where you're really connecting with, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio with, uh, you just have this knowing that you get, and you just know it in your gut and your heart. And it's like, trust that. So, because even if his intentions are to have fun over there and to have this with you, he wants both worlds, and you don't have to take it. I feel like trusting your intuition, not trusting your, like your thoughts and beliefs of what you think should be, needs to be, and has to be, and you feel drawn, and you have feelings for them. I'm talking about the gut feeling that's below that, where you're like, you just can feel it. You just know something in the back of your head, and you're like, I don't want that. If he's doing that now, what's to keep him from doing it later? And you deserve so much more than that. I just feel like he just wants the best of both worlds. And um, I mean, if you're okay with that, I mean, everyone has a different idea of what they want in relationships and things, but I feel like you have higher uh, desires for yourself than that. So I know, Adarsh, but he's, until he's happy on the inside, he's going to think that this one and this one and this one together make me happy, or and that, they're not finding the happiness from inside, and you can't make them happy. They have to find the happiness inside, and then um, they can have happiness with other people, but you can't make them happy. Sorry, Ruchi. All right, Melvin, you are up. Can spirit tell me if it is real? If it is, what does spirit want me to know about it? Okay. It. So mysterious. uh, to me, but spirit, of course, knows what you're talking about. And that's the most important thing. Right. And then, Anjali, you'll be next with your question number 2. Thanks so much, Intuitive. Appreciate you. And then Erica, you will be next. And then Intuitive will pull that one card there for you. Serenity, if you're still here, I did answer your question like way, way, way up before, so you can check that out. All right. So, what is it? Is it real? Okay. And then, if it is real, what does Spirit want you to know about it? All right. So you've got you got the Hermit, and you've also got the Princess of Cups. So what this makes me feel like the Hermit card is about an inner journey, and being inward. And then the Princess of Cups really reminds me, it's the Page of Cups in the Standard Tarot, but it reminded me, like, this combination makes me feel like Pisces 12th house energy, which is all about the illusion, the dream world. It's so, it's like it's not real of the physical world. I feel like there's this um, spiritual journey piece of it. It's almost uh, like doing a dream quest, and how when they take I forget what, it depends on where you're at in the world. They have like this medicine that you take, and you're like, whoa, and you just start to see other worlds in your thing. And I kind of feel like that kind of feeling around it. It's just very um, dreamy up above, but not in the physical world. And so that's what I feel with it all. And yeah, we even have the moon energy, which is all about the subconscious and the secret and the hidden kind of energy that comes in there. And the Five of Wands came out too, which represents energy. And the Five of Wands for me is like, you move from this place of strife and fear and conflict, and then you realize that, oh, this really isn't something bad. It is something for me to help me move to a new level, help me understand things, help me, uh, move from a place where I feel there's conflict and, you know, something's happening to me to go, oh, because the five of wands, usually there's like five people with these long staffs and they're all fighting. And you're like, oh my God, they're trying to hurt one another because that's the scene that it opens up on. And then they get down to one person's remaining standing and the other four laying down. And you're like, oh my God, who's going to kill him? And oh my gosh. And then they all laugh. They help each other up and they go back to the monastery meal hall and have a meal. And you're like, wait a minute, what just happened? And it's like, oh, I thought this was fear and conflict and people trying to hurt one another. But then you realize, oh, these are, brother and sister monks in a Zen monastery that were helping train to improve each other's skills. And so the energy around whatever it is switches and changes for you. And you realize, oh, this dream quest that I'm on, this internal thing that I'm learning, that this was for me to witness it and see it so that I can understand more about myself and raise my awareness, raise my energy, switch things up in my life. So hopefully that makes sense, Melvin. That's what they have to say to you. So there you go. All right. So Anjali, you want an angel message? And I feel I want to go to one of these. Oh, yeah, power of surrender. Okay. So we'll see what they have for you there. Carla. And then Erica, and then intuitive. So let's take a look here. See what we got. What do we got going on here? So for Anjali, what do your angels have for you today? Okay. This one right here. Yay! Surrender to joy. Ta-da! And it says a key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling. During both the hard and the easy times, keep surrendering to more joy. It's kind of that power of choice, right? Regardless of what's going on around you, choose joy. I always like that. Choose joy and happiness for no reason at all, then no one can take it away from you. So that's your message. Short and sweet. Boom, boom. All right. Right. Boom. There we go. All right. So, Erica, you want to know, what are Greg's feelings and actions towards you, if any? I kind of want to go to these Chinese tarot here. See what we got going on. Then we'll pull one card for you there, intuitive, and see what the message is. All right, here we go, Erica. What are Greg's feelings and actions towards you? Whoa, whoa. Be right back. All right. So what are his feelings and what are his actions? Well, as far as feelings, you got the Two of Coins here, which is the Two of Pentacles, which is about balancing things in the outside world. Got the Ten of Coins too, which is about abundance in the outside world. And Seven of Swords. Let's see if it'll a little better there. Seven of Swords is about working on thoughts and beliefs and realizing what of your own thoughts and beliefs are deceiving you. And I kind of feel like this balancing has him going back and forth between the outside world and abundance and things that are coming in. It's like that's on one side of the scale. And then he's got all this stuff in his mind about deceivers and deceit. And, these are all fears that are rooted in losing conditional love and his reputation and different things like that. I really feel. And so I feel like he's so focused on balancing these two things that he really doesn't have a whole lot of, you know, anything left over emotionally, physically, whatever, because he's just like so focused on these two things. He's just like, whoa, 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 whoa. And I kind of feel like his life is just kind of uh, just this upheaval of drama that's going on right now. Got the Four of Coins. When I asked, like, what are his actions towards you? And the Four of Coins is this um, balanced outside world. And, but the Four of Coins is about not being satisfied with the things of the outside world and being pointed to the inside world, because the Four of Pentacles is all about looking into relationships and situations and things and body and finances and all that stuff, and that they're unstable. And that's kind of what I feel is he's at. There's like this instability in his life. He's just like on this rough sea being tossed all over the place. And he doesn't have the focus to be able to do anything. I kind of feel like his whole journey right now was turning him on to trying to find stability on the inside, and that's his big focus. So I really don't see like he has the capacity right now. Just like he's being tossed all around, a little tiny ship, uh, in a huge hurricane, and it's just like, wow, you know, it's like you try to contact him, it's static, right? I just don't feel like there's a whole lot of ability there right now for anything else besides he's trying to get his life stable. So that's what I'm feeling right now for that situation there. All right. So we are to you, intuitive. Let's see here. Let me just get down to where, whoops, I went scrolling down. There it goes. So you just want to get one card pull. And I really feel like it's not going to be a tarot, though. I feel like we're going to do the Path of the Soul Destiny cards for you. Hey, SDA. Sorry, I didn't see you come in. And Guerra, welcome, welcome. SDA, we'll pull a general for you here in a moment. Elpedia, you'll be next after that. Guerra. Very cool. One more time here. All right. So let's take a look here. What do they have for you, intuitive? Dun, dun, dun. I know they'll make it obvious. Okay. Look at how pretty. Card number 20. These are the spiritual inkblot tests. So whatever you see in the card is a special message for you. Let me see if I can see what that thing in the middle there is. A little closer. There it goes. All right. And let's see what the card means, though. It is the Companion's Love card. It says this card speaks of passion, creation, and union between lovers. So allowing yourself to be truly seen and vulnerable is an important step in learning to trust. There are many levels of love which can be experienced, but this speaks of the deepest, most intimate of all unions. Through this deep connection, energy is in full flow. Love is source energy. Whether we experience this source alone, through meditation, or through our connection with another, it is still source. So enjoy it, play in it, and allow yourself to fully embrace all that it has to offer. I love it. Love is the answer to every question. So there we have it. So hopefully that will give you motivation. All right. So let me keep looking down here. And let me see. How many do I have left here? Yeah, heart in a peeping bottle. So let's see here. You snuck in. All right. So let me scroll back up here. And might not be able to get to all of you guys this evening. I did, uh, get a great reminder about balance and to make sure that I make it through the weekend because I was up 4 hours one night. And the very next day, I got a beautiful message from a beautiful friend, wonderful reading that they gave me. And it was spirit all about balance, 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 and balance. So I'm going to try to keep mine to around 2 hours each so that I don't wear myself out and burn out, and then you won't see me at all. So I'm just going to do a couple more here, and then I'm going to need to say goodnight. But I will be back at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning, and then 5 p.m. in the evening on Instagram, back here at 8 p.m., and then also on Sunday at 10 a.m. and 7 p.m., all Mountain Time. So I'll be here if you can't catch me now. And I also have a ton of videos that are down in the description box of the video. There's playlists to pick a cards, weekly energy updates, monthly readings by zodiac sign, which you can also find answers from spirit in there too. Just follow your intuition and spirit will guide you to the ones that have the messages there for you too. And all those are free. So check those out too. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. So SDA, general reading for you. And where are we being? Okay. We are being guided to the Enchanted Map Oracle. Yes, intuitive. I also have that deck. I have the old one though. You have the pretty new one. All right. So let's see here, SDA. Stacy, what would Trader want you to know this evening? What angel spirit guides would you like for Stacy? Okay. Beautiful. So you got the talisman there. I'll let you see that for a sec. Card number 49. And let's see what message comes with that for you. And it says, a lesson truly learned is crystallized as earned wisdom. You have all you need for the success you seek. Wisdom allows you to recognize traps on the road and familiar patterns that you want to avoid. It also enables you to quickly gather information about where you are on your journey. It helps you recognize your allies and know how to find the best routes along the way. Now you're at a place where you know the right things to do and the best choices to make. You really can't commit a mistake. Whatever your inquiry, great fortune awaits you. Woohoo! For you have the wisdom to arrive at the right decision. You've learned your lessons and earned your right to your success. Boom. Drop the mic. Love it for you. So true for you. It is so true. All right. And let me just, Elpedia, you want to know the current energies of your student, Sarah. Let me do that one real quick here. And we got the radiant rider. Wait, say that 5 times fast. let's take a look here. Elpedia, your current energies of your student Sarah to you. Uh-oh. Okay. She seems to have some confused emotions about you. There's like all these emotions that going through her head here. Mm, yeah, she's having some pretty strong emotions for you, it seems, and but it's there's just all this confusion that's going on, but it's all in her heart here. But there's also the Five of Pentacles, which kind of feels like being left out in the cold, like unsure of that they're going to be able to get what they need, because the Five of Pentacles is about, they're wandering out here in the snow, barefoot, wounded, feeling like mankind has abandoned them, and that um, they're fearing that they're not going to, get what they need from the outside world. But it is a transformative type of experience for them because they, as we all do, realize that mankind can't bring us what we need anyway, and it's always fluctuating. And if we are thinking that mankind is what is going to bring us our moment by moment sustenance for what we need, yeah, we're going to be scared because man is fickle. Mankind is fickle. It's unstable and ever changing because it's emotional. It's up and down and all over the place. And one moment they'll give you what you want, but if you make them angry, they'll close their hand and say, forget it. You're not going to get what you need. Okay, now you will. Whereas when we are turned inward and upward to the creator and to source, the endless resource, then we know, unconditional love. Can't lose it. Eternal love, always everlasting. And the creator doesn't go, oh, you made me mad, I'm taking away your stuff. No, they're like, I love you. I'm going to give you extra. I don't care what you do. I love you. And so there is this journey that she's on to understand that you can't give her what she needs. But there's a lot of confusion that goes on around it. Yeah. Because she's going back and forth with her energy here. And she's really at this kind of uh, point of making a decision of what she wants to do, where she wants to invest her energy, and she's just in this state of confusion, Elpedia. So, yeah, that's kind of what's going on with you there. So that's what's happening. All right. All right. Welcome, new subscriber, M. Guerra. Oh, that's your sister. Absolutely. Well, we'll definitely do that here. And let's see what we have. You want to know about your future relationship status. Ooh, actually, I want to switch up cards. Let's go to the Sun and Moon Tarot here. Let's see what they want you to know about that. All right. So let's see. What does Spirit want you to know about your future relationship? All right. Let's see what we got here. So you have the Seven of Swords here, which swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. So that card by itself, before I look at the other two, is about looking at what your thoughts and beliefs and your expectations are. Which ones are deceiving? Which ones are keeping you kind of restricted? Which ones are blocking you for moving into a future relationship status? Because sometimes, when we have so many expectations that have been fed into us our entire life, it's like very narrow, right? We're like, this is how it has to happen, who it has to be with, and how, and do. And when we do that, it's going to take a while for the universe to make that happen because it's so specific, right? But if we kind of look at some of our expectations and go, which ones are really not as important, or why do I even think I need that or expect that? We tend to open it up more where this can be met faster. I always say, like, this one is on back order for 1,000 years. But if you open up here, you can have shipment in 7 days. It's like that kind of energy that comes around it. Yeah. Because you got the Two of Pentacles here, which is this balancing in the outside world. And it really is, looking at the two different areas of your life. And, again, I kind of feel like this one, I kind of feel uh, uh, like scales, right? It's like balancing out what is important, what is not, what is of the fear of losing a conditional love, what will people think? And this is all the supposed to be's and the should be's and the need to be's and the have to be's, those things is on one scale. And then it's like, well, that's the mind. That's everything that you were taught in the habit about what love is supposed to mean and how it's supposed to unfold like a fairy tale. And, where's the white horse? Dang it, But this is about really going into your heart and connecting inward and upward and seeing things from a different perspective on what it is you really want and what will really make your heart sing. Now, what will check off a list on what it's supposed to be and how it's supposed to unfold. So I feel like there's this balancing out between these things. And as you do that reflection on those expectations, it changes things for you. Yay! Yep. Because here's the white horse. Too funny. So you got the King of Swords, which is all about not only does he rule over air, which is the swords and mind and thoughts, all the kings are given a second helping of air, so it's double air. Lot of mental work, but you're given the Ace of Swords, and this Ace of Swords is what helps you connect to the capital T truths that are more rooted in the higher love, the unconditional love, your true, what will truly make your heart sing, and it allows you to cut away also the thoughts and the beliefs that no longer serve you, that make you feel like, "Oh, I feel like this is futile, trying to do this." It's like, well, it's because that King of Swords helps you get rid of a lot of those things, that really opens up your possibilities, instead of it's so controlled. It's like allowing that flexibility and that movement. Let's see if they have anything else to add. Yeah. So you have the Nine of Pentacles. The nines are all about the internal journey. It's the Hermit card in the Standard Tarot, the major arcana. It's about you find these things from the inside. Nine of Pentacles, your worth and how you're relating it to the outside world. See how happy you are just sitting with yourself, smelling flowers and enjoying life. It's a beautiful change of expectations, that I don't need someone to make me feel whole and complete. I find it from within. And then anything else someone else brings to me is above and beyond. I have a mantra that I call it the spice cake mantra. It doesn't have to be spice cake for you, though, but it says, I am my own spice cake. And the unconditional love of my true friends and my true family, that's the frosting on top of the spice cake. And my accomplishments in life are the cherry on top of the frosting, on top of the spice cake. And my intimate relationships are the whipped topping on top of the cherry, on top of the frosting, on top of the spice cake. And if for some reason I don't have the whipped topping, some reason I don't have the cherry on top, and if some reason my true friends and family are gone to the other side, that's the only way they wouldn't be here in this realm with me anymore, loving me unconditionally. Even if I didn't have all those things, I'd still be one awesome frickin' spice cake. And so that puts things in order. It allows us to see that we are everything that we need in ourselves, and then everything else is above and beyond. It's like you are your own supper, and you are full, and then they are dessert, and and they're like, "Oh, sorry, you won't have dessert today." It's like, okay, I didn't leave room for dessert today anyway. I'm okay. It's like, it's not a desperation of like, this is my meal, I need it to survive. So I feel like there's this change that's happening around you with all that. and I like it because it's freeing and it allows faster shipping. It's uh, upper knowledge prime, like Amazon Prime. You're going to get faster delivery when we do that, right? So I do love that for you, and thank you. Welcome to the channel and for subscribing. I'm really glad you're here. You have a wonderful sister. All right. Guys, I'm at 2.5 hours now, so I'm really going to have to be so. Oh, I really don't want to have to go, but I really do need to go rest, and I'll be back here at 11 a.m. Mountain Time in the morning. So if you want to show up there, the earlier you show up, from when I start, the more likely it is that I'll get to you. Um, and like I said, we do have a ton of videos available down in the description box of this video below, a lot of playlists, or if you go to my main page of my Brother Zen channel, all the playlists are listed there too. Whatever you are drawn to, there's messages. I've got weekly energy updates that are popping up tonight too at midnight. So in 2.5 hours, right? 3.5 hours, 2.5 hours, my time. And I have that new weekly giveaway for your chance to win a 30-minute personalized recorded video. So be sure to check out the video that I popped. In fact, let me just pop it one more time before we sign off here. And be sure to check that out. And I look forward to catching you guys on the next one. Please know that every second of every day that you are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things, our creator. And of course, I love you guys too. So until we meet again, you guys have a fantastic night, morning, whatever, wherever you're at in the world. And you guys hang in there and you make sure you take care. You guys have a great night. We'll see you soon.